Alright. Today on NewbieVet, got a special guest in the building. We got my girl, Davida Smalls. What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
Like to hear.
Oh, thank you. Of course. Miss House Slade, Hair on Wheels, Chantel Francis, of course.
Chantel Francis.
Yeah, she did her thing.
Yeah,
Miss
she
First
did her
Lady.
thing. Looks good, looks good, looks good. That's good. So how your day?
It's going good. I'm blessed.
Good.
I'm living a good day in a number, so I'm good.
Yeah, most definitely. So let's get into it. So originally you from Philadelphia.
Yes.
Okay. Born and raised?
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that history up that way, as far as you can remember.
I've seen it all. We have to duck when they shooting, They be cutting up, kicking indoors. My mom, she was an addict. I went through the motions. So, yeah, that's why I said it was a situation. So, my aunt, she was down here because she was military, and she just stationed down here and stayed here. So, she grabbed me and my little brother, gained guardianship. So...
Yeah, so actually you had a long a rough, long childhood, something like it.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
So during that time, it was just you and your brother, or it was multiple?
I had other siblings. I have older siblings. And then my father, he was living till he was 37 when he passed away, so he couldn't take care of us. He was sick. So my mom wasn't in her right state of mind at the time, so my grandma couldn't take care of us. She was up in age, so my aunt said she'd take us. So.
Yeah. So how was that, like, far as like reflecting on, looking back during those times, like, just where the main prime family members are not able to function and do what they do as, guardians or they parts. How does that, like, have your mindset as far as with you moving forward in life, as far as like how you move and things?
I mean, really couldn't explain it. I mean, they still, the people that passed away, I understood that. They're no longer here.
Right.
But, yeah, my mom, she's 26 years sober now, so she's doing good.
Oh, that's
she's
good.
A business owner, entrepreneur, and she got her own house homeowner. So she, like I said, she's doing marvelous right now. She's doing her big thing.
That's beautiful.
So now it's like everybody is going like they can the best way they know how. So
that's dope. That's beautiful. So, what made the transition from Philly to Georgia? Did y'all have somewhere else in between, or it was from Philly to Georgia?
It was just from Philly to Georgia. I was in foster care. I was in 2 foster homes before I came down here, actually. Right. So,
and you came down here, you said, with your aunt?
Yes.
With your aunt. So, and that's in 6th grade?
Yes, 6th
grade. So, do you remember your first day in Augusta?
It was quiet. I came down at night, so it was Veterans Day, I say, because everybody was out of school, but it was very quiet.
Very quiet. So how was it when you finally met Augusta? Like the people?
I was excited because it was like, at first I was like, okay, it's new people, it's more spacious compared to Philly.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the people looked at me weird. They heard me, they was like, oh, you got an accent, you weird, you dress weird. I said I couldn't help that.
Right.
But,
so, like, what made you dress different than the women down here that were dressed?
I didn't see no difference, but I don't know. I mean, I had on some kids and little sweatsuit. I don't know. I wish I knew. Shoot, I had a pair of kids. Kids was the thing back then.
Yeah. Kids was the thing.
So
back
I don't
then.
know what was weird.
Right.
So,
cause basically New York, y'all fashion is a lot faster than down this way. So y'all get gear and stuff that we don't even see.
Exactly.
Down this way. So, we had kids, of course, but it's a lot of brands and stuff that, a lot of people wasn't wearing a lot of it down this way. So how it doesn't.
I just stood out like a sore thumb pretty much. That's all it looked like. But I didn't think it was different, but who knows? Then
you were proper. As far as to them, you more proper.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Just had a button-up shirt, some flannels, some jeans. I don't know what was different. I was just, wore whatever they gave me back up there at home. So I don't know.
Yeah. Right. So, and what about high school?
I mean, I got adapted real quick. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
Yeah.
Wasn't bad?
I wasn't traumatized like I've seen a lot of people are now. Like,
you right. What high school you went to?
I went to Glen Hills High.
Glen Hill, okay. Glen Hill.
So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but I've seen people to be traumatized. They don't want to come to, got a class reunion Saturday. They don't want to come to that.
So
I know what's
y'all
going
got a
on.
reunion that's
Yes.
coming up. Oh, that's what's up. So what class?
2006.
That's okay.
So 20
That's it.
years. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So I know you're excited about that.
Of course, I am. That's
Okay.
why I
Do you
said
keep up with any of them?
I keep up with quite a few of
Quite a few
them.
of
I
them.
talk to a few of them.
So why the ones that don't want to come? Why they feel
Your
devastated?
guess is good as mine. I swear. I don't know what it was.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
heard that they was traumatized. They don't want to come. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They might got, life be life, and
Life be life, yeah.
I don't even trip.
I totally feel you on that. Totally feel you on that. So, in school, you ever thought about going to college? Did you go to college?
I did.
You did?
I
What
went to
college?
school for cosmetology.
That's what's up.
I, I
That's what's
braid
up.
hair more. I do the cut. I could do cuts and color, but I'm more of the braider. I could do
More of a
that.
braid. You do all type of designs. And,
Yes.
okay. All that. That don't hurt your fingers?
Oh, I got carpal tunnel. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say most
I still be
braiders
braiding.
so most braiders they really take you gotta really love braiding hair to do that because talking to a lot of hair braiders, they like you said the carpal tunnel and the tendonitis
Yes.
and stuff that comes in, and a lot of them still have to work through that.
Right.
Like even in the middle of braiding.
And it be like this.
Yeah.
It get me every time.
So what
Majority
was
of
the
the time.
worst case of working on somebody's head that you did that it locked up on you or something?
Oh, it locks up kind of often. Sometimes it locks up when I braid my own hair. I just took my braids out a couple of days ago. It does this one time. I had to shake it off or try to push it out and try to make it through. Sometimes my hands will start hurting. Like I don't know if it feels like I'm about to braid, so I'll take ibuprofen to make it through, and that's it.
Right. But it's crazy. Like when you first started braiding, you didn't have that much of it, like
At all.
and it just like the more you do it, and it becomes a repetitive thing, and it's like the muscles is.
That too. Then me being a machine operator, so I'll be turning wrenches at times
Yeah,
and
because
working
you're
on
not
stuff.
giving it breaks. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
paperwork, it hurts. I'm left-handed.
So you left-handed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So crochet. You also crochet. How long you been doing that?
I started that when I was 14, right after my brother was murdered. So I used that like a coping mechanism and kind of calm my nerves with it. My aunt from Philly sent me some stuff, and that's how I learned how to crochet.
Oh man.
So
that's real sentimental of why you
right.
done it. Yeah. Oh man. I know that was a real dark time for you at that time when it happened. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You say you do the rugs, you say rugs, different bags, things like that.
My daughter does all that other stuff. Now she does more of the bags and the animals and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's actually dope how you embody that into instead of like going and having a negative impact on the world after your brother's death. You turn it into something that'll keep you sane. Also, it's another outlet, basically. Another outlet. When that happened, when your brother passed, did that kind of like make you think of the world different?
I did.
You did?
I mean, I kind of didn't because I know it's Philadelphia. They always acting up out there.
Right.
But it did do the impact because it was my family member,
Right.
That was somebody I was kind of close to, even though he's older than me in age. He was like 18 years older than me. It's still 17 years older. He's still, he was still there.
Yeah,
right.
Still there. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So, the modeling, you say you wanted to get into modeling.
I did a little bit of curve modeling. Or they say plus size curve modeling
Plus
at
size
first.
curve modeling.
But when I
You
started,
tried it?
well, I did New York Fashion Week 2 years
Okay.
ago, and then I go again this year in
that's what's
September. So that's where that comes into play. I just did an audition for a casting talent agency or whatnot. Get represented. The next thing you know, we read a commercial. Boom! I got the class. I'm in there. They started opening up my eyes to other stuff. Open up horizons. So when I saw acting, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Right.
It doesn't hurt, I guess.
So that's how the acting got into
Yes.
it. Okay, that's dope. Yeah,
So
that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. You did any stage plays?
What is it?
Stage plays.
No, I didn't do that.
You ever thought about doing stage plays?
Mm, somewhat. I don't. I
Somewhat.
might. I don't know. I
Somewhat.
might give it a shot. If it comes my way, I'll see if it's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
open
yeah, yeah,
opportunity.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So, with acting, so growing up, I assume you watch movies a lot.
of course, that's what.
So, give me 5 actors that you grew up watching that you love their work.
I mean, of course. When I know Whitney Houston did her thing in a couple of
Okay,
movies, I liked
okay,
her
Whitney.
acting.
Okay,
I like comedy more, so Jim Carrey was one of my favorite
okay,
actors.
okay. Jim Carrey.
Oh my goodness,
That's
who
Whitney, Jim
else?
Carrey,
Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. Of course, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
I can't think of. Oh my goodness, you got me at all these. Oh,
So okay, let's
oh my
go to Whitney
goodness.
real quick. To you, from your opinion, what do you consider Whitney's best movie?
A bodyguard. A
Okay,
bodyguard.
okay,
I cried a little bit, you
okay.
know.
I agree
And
with you
I
on that.
know the connection. I seen the chemistry. That joint was real. I
I
really
agree with
like
you on
that.
that. Some people say wait to
And it was
excel.
natural, you know.
Some people say wait to excel, but I say bodyguard.
Yeah.
I say bodyguard.
Now wait until like, you know, we all go through in this in our community. We all gonna go through the trauma or the hurt and the man cheating, whatever. That was normal, but
Yeah.
that bodyguard, it really got me because I always like that, like a hopeless romantic kind of thing. Or
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
regardless, I am not racist, but you know, she was with a white man. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
They got the
yeah.
chemistry. I'm
You got
not,
the
you know.
chemistry. Right, right, right. That was up. That was up. That was up. So what about some movies? What about movies in general? Like give me 5 movies.
Like I said, Jim Carrey. I love The Mask, Liar, Liar. Oh my goodness. There's so many movies I like. Of course, I like Sylvester Stallone in The Rocky, and
Okay.
I could dig that. And I guess because it's Philly based, but
So you
of
like
course,
action too. So you like action. So you like action.
right. I like a little
So
bit of action, and
okay. So when it
there's
comes
so many
to
movies I could think of. Oh my gosh.
all right, so as a come to you as being an actress, what do you feel like? What would be your best genre? Like, would you think your best genre would be thrillers, drama, suspense, action,
More.
comedy, horror, love, romance?
It depends. I like all of them, but I think my thing with me, you said my personality.
Yeah.
I say more of suspense or kind of thriller. I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Comedy, funny, of course. Whatever, you know, whatever's thrown at me. But I think so far I've seen more of that the suspense thriller kind of thing.
Okay. 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 Cool. 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 Cool.
But yeah.
So
Man.
for you, I will.
Oh,
For you, I
goodness.
will. That's your first time working with us.
Yes.
We talked. You know, you was nervous and not nervous at the same time. But so what was like from your experience? You know, what was your experience working with us first time and seeing the final product and this process?
The first time ever in a movie was the biggest thing I was afraid of. I was like, I'm gonna be in a movie. I was scared at auditions first off.
Right.
But as like they said, you're gonna be fine. They're gonna work with you, and I was like, all right, cool.
Right.
You know, and of
Right.
course, having King He in there, it was just he
Yeah.
made it a lot smoother.
A lot
'cause he
smoother
just-
for you.
he's
Shout out
just
King
funny.
He. That's real. That's real, though. You did good too. You did really good
Oh,
for your
thank
first
you.
time too. And for someone, you know, 'cause a lot of people that be shy when they work with us, that you know, they be in a pocket or they be kind of in a shell, like they scared to open up. I'm like, you have to open up, 'cause when we say
Yes.
action, you got to be,
We gotta open
you
up,
got to
like
open
you
up.
said.
You got to open up. Got to. But you did good. You did really good. You did really good. Really good.
Thank
Most
you.
definitely gonna put you in some more stuff. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. So, you said love. You said you like the hopeless romantic type relationships, huh?
I kind of do, you
Okay.
know. I mean, we hopefully want to be in love, you know.
Okay.
It's just whatever happens at the end is up to us if we gonna sink or swim with it, you know.
Right. Right. So, okay, let me ask you a question. It goes to a question of mine. All right. So when it comes to a woman dating a man, and a man dating a woman, the laws are different to some people. What I mean by laws are different, it's okay for a man to be hopeless or be a hopeless romantic and date plenty of women to find that one. But a woman is shunned when she does it. You get what I'm saying? Like, a woman can't be a hopeless romantic and date
And
multiple.
trying to explore.
You can't. I mean, you can, but it don't look right to people compared to if a guy do it. He's a player. He's a pimp. He's a mat daddy.
I'm not even gonna say that. I know that they got that double standard thing, but people was looking for love regardless. You know, I think that I seen the perspective where the man, they try to say the man lose respect or lose the value from that woman when she's out here exploring or looking for whatever. I think how could I say this? I think they got to come with some kind of agreement to see where everything goes at common ground. Like, okay, we're not together. We're trying to see where things go, or maybe give or take, then I guess they see from there. But if one person's up here saying, oh, I want to do this with you or whatever, and the other person like, then it ain't going to work. That's what I think. Right. That's my feelings on or my intake of it.
Right.
But as long as nobody ain't playing in each other's face or whatever, then I don't see nothing wrong with that kind of thing. But at the same time, the woman should learn how to love herself and respect herself, you know, before she try to put herself out there looking for love. Just get to know him. You ain't got to put your body out there, you know, looking for love. Just get to know him, see where it goes. If y'all got something in common, however it goes, then it goes from there.
Right.
But don't just be out here giving it out like they say. You ain't gonna find no love out there.
What is it? Go throwing it up in a circle?
Yeah.
Throw it in a circle. So speaking of that, so when it comes to today's generation, I just had this interview. Shout out Marie Brooks.
Yeah, shout out to Mimi.
Shout out Mimi. I'm asking you the same question. Do you feel like there is a gap between your generation of women compared to this generation of women? Do you feel like there's a gap somewhere, or do you feel like, that women took a step backwards like or forward? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Oh my gosh, what could I say about that? The generation of me coming up with women. I don't know. I had this conversation with somebody today. It seemed like these mamas and them want to be their kid's friend or something. Okay. You know, that's what part of that thing was. And I was just talking about like the schooling and stuff, how the kids are in school now than when we was coming up. But yeah, the generation is here today is bad. But at the same time, it depends on that previous person upbringing. Right. And also, if that person wants to do better for themselves, also you can take them to the well, but you can't make them drink it. Right. So, but that's the thing though, and I feel like it makes it okay. Say like for instance, you might have a parent where you can have the perfect parent in the world where they take their kid or keep their kid away from every negative thing that they can see. Right. Right. There's always going to be a situation where, for one, if they're going to a public school, yes, they're going to get influenced. Yeah, right. The influence is going to be there, and then it's to a point where they know that you don't allow them to have a phone. You might don't allow them to have a tablet within school time or whatever. But like you said, that influence comes when they see other kids doing it, and it's a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? It makes them rebel against the parent, which makes their teachings and a lot harder now. Right. Because now, like, the kids have more rights than what we had growing up. Right. Absolutely. Because, you can't discipline the kid like you can't beat them like you. No. Like, my parents would have been locked up. What? We ain't gonna have no teeth. What? Man, I've seen how the kids be disrespecting these parents. My own daughter said they still got teeth in their mouth, and she's 17. Like, but again, the upbringing, like us, we gotta still instill that in our kids. They call it child abuse, and I'm like, that's child abuse. Child. I want to say so much more. I don't know if that's gonna affect anything. I used to get disciplined with a drop, a stitching cord. These. Right. Who didn't? Who did not?
Like,
belt buckle, whatever
on,
they pick up,
whatever.
a switch. When I came down here, I said, "What is a switch?" Hold up, now I'm used to broomsticks and stitching cords.
I'm talking about
belt buckle, but a switch.
My auntie used to like threaten me. She like, go out there and get the thing I'm finna beat you with. Go and get a switch and get
the
it. Don't
biggest one too.
Yeah, don't get one that break. Cause make you go back out there and get another one.
Right.
And you try to be funny, get them thin ones, and those ones that wrap around your arm. You try to block them. Like,
I wanted to say so much more about that situation, but we know that's for another day, another time for that.
Oh yeah. That's a whole nother.
Right.
That's a whole nother topic
but
right there.
I did like. Of course, I disciplined my kid. I even talked to her too, show her the ropes. You know, just like when she turned 16, first thing I did put on birth control because I already know the influence. You know,
right.
And
then you're not going to be around all the time.
Right. I'm not going to be with her all the time, and she has a boyfriend. That's how I knew. Oh, 16, you get on birth control.
Let's talk about that. All right, so I have a daughter when she's grown now, but doing those at the time when she was younger,
right?
You know. My aunties and them, they want to tell me that she had a boyfriend.
Right.
They was like, we put on birth control. I'm like, y'all just put on birth control for like this. At the time, she was 15. So I'm like, I mean, I'm not a girl. I don't know if you know, whatever. But I'm like, birth control means you had your period.
Right.
You had your period. That means you can get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So that means your aunties and them think you're having sex, but they don't, you know what I'm saying? She hid it from me. Yeah.
Wow.
Like a long time. Like I didn't know my daughter was having sex or all that for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I was like super late. So to the point where I can't even get mad because I look like the asshole for being mad. Like it's old, Jazz. You're late.
Well, I just did it just in case. Like I said, I was just being a realist. Her father was like, "You're trying to condone sex." No, I'm trying to protect her future. It's bound to happen. We're not going to be around her.
Not going to be around to protect it or stop it.
Right. So that's what my thing was when it came down to that situation.
Right.
I was like, I'm just being the realist because I told him we was 17 when we got together.
Yeah, come on. Like, you got to think, like, we all was sneaking out trying to hunch. And doing all that. And I'm like, the only way you going to stop that, people going to have to start wearing chastity belts.
Yeah.
And have, like, the keys. And the only way you can unlock it is you have to have a key.
That's
the only way.
Even my aunt tried to tell me, don't do this, don't do that. I said, well, sure, I'm curious. I want to know. Sure. So I already know, look, I know it's bound to happen or whatever. Woo, woo, woo.
I want to know. I'm curious.
I'm curious. I want to know why you're telling me not to do this.
Right.
But
that's that's facts, though. That's facts.
I just was like, look, I'm just going to see, I'm talking to her. This is what happens. This is the consequences if it happens.
Right.
So that's what I was on. So
right. And also tell them, like, hey, babies ain't the only thing can come from this.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, big facts, which they don't care no more now.
I don't know, boy. Yeah. I pray my daughter. Oh, God. But she got this one boyfriend she's been with for 3 years, so
that's good.
Shout out to her.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
But
so, as a mother, how that feel as seeing your baby as a baby? And then now you got to see her older.
Man, I've been crying. She's about to graduate next year. I've been boohooing and crying. She's driving. She got a job. I'm like, man, she was just
slow down.
But yeah, I cried. It was bittersweet. So
yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And she the oldest.
That's my one and only.
Well, on the only. That's what's up. That was up. So. She got plans on going to college?
Yeah. She would be, first she said pediatrician and also, first she said a neurosurgeon, but she said she's going to be in school forever, but I think she said she want to do anesthesiologist, something she said. It might have been one of them two, but I know pediatrician was the first thing come up. I think she probably going to do that first so she could get a stable job, do what she got to do, then she'll go to the next thing. So far, whatever she do down the line, she'll do. But I think the number one thing she kept saying was pediatricians.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm glad she ain't say she could be a streamer.
A what?
A streamer.
No.
You like, come on.
I
We
would
don't need another one.
not a streamer. But she told me, if things don't work, Ma, I'm going to be a stripper. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not
Man.
doing this.
So I mean,
Just go to school. Go to school.
Yeah. Could you take your daughter stripping? I mean, like, what if she was good, like awesome?
I mean, if she was good, then I don't know. I would have been mad, but if she, oh my goodness, don't do this. I don't know. First of all, my mother is gonna be mad because that's how she met my dad. You know. So I wouldn't know. You know, I wouldn't know what I would do, what I would take it as. So.
Oh man, bro, that's what's up. That what's up. That what's up. That what's up. So well, you taught her how to drive and stuff, right?
A little bit of everybody. Me, her grandmama, and her dad.
Oh, so yeah, the whole community.
Mom. Yeah, the people down here, her dad and them down here. He taught her a little bit too.
That what's up. So do you feel like that community is still needed?
Oh yeah.
In the community, okay.
Yeah, our little village is just fine. We do as best we can. So it's just they don't want to see her growing up either. And I see it in their face. Her dad too. I said he still see her as that little baby that used to climb into bed with him. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, but you can't see that no more. She growing up.
Growing up. So let me ask you a question. Why do you feel like when it comes to the I'm talking about the black households. When it comes to the black households, why it's so segregated when it comes to the immediate families? What I mean by segregated, you know, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, well, you can talk about you, but I'm just talking about as an overall. Why do you feel like the families are more separated compared to what they were back in the day? Back then, you knew who your cousins was, you knew who your aunties and uncles was, because a lot of, you know, some family members made sure they, you know, let you know who these people were. Right. Compared to you just bumping into somebody and y'all gotta find y'all cousins because you had to make a call. And then somebody else, you know, had it like, yeah, that is your auntie, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you feel like everything's so segregated now? Where it's like you having, instead of one big Thanksgiving, you got everybody got their own Thanksgivings.
I thought it was how society is today, social media. I don't know, technology. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I mean, we still try to get together, but not everybody like that. Yeah.
All those are good answers.
Yeah, I think that's it. And also, shoot. Some people, I guess, I don't know. Like even the mom side or dad side, you know, when they separated and stuff, or
right.
I don't know. That's a good question there. But that's the only thing I can think of. How society taught us that, you know, new technology, everybody on their tablets, whatever. They're not even going outside like that.
They got to go outside no more. Like the kids not going outside.
The games, video games.
Yeah, because we were forced to go outside. Out of our free will. Like it's hot as hell. We don't want to go out there. We had to go out there.
Right. So. That's the only thing I could really think of. How everything. It's sad though.
Yeah.
And like you said, finding people. A lot of the monarchs people, the matriarchs, they gone. You know.
Yeah.
They can't.
The ones that keep the rocks that keep the family that together.
Right.
You know, you had one relative that everybody was like the magnet that attracted all the family there.
Right.
Like all the cookouts be at Meemaw house or. Something like that, and when she passed or that somebody gone, and everybody just, you had one or two people try to keep that tradition going, but they can't keep up with it.
Right.
Like it just everybody start doing their own, and then don't let the family or one or two family members argue, and now you got to pick sides on which family member was right. So now you pick this one, he ain't messing with you, so you're not invited to their Thanksgiving cookout. So like it's a lot of.
Right.
Those things.
Now that see in the family, it was a little competition. I'm like, what is we competing for? We just family. Like, right. I done seen it. It's weird.
Yeah. It comes out worse in funerals.
That's the only time they show up. What you mean? That's the only time they show up. I said, why do we show up for funerals? I've seen it. I'm like, who is you?
Right.
I had a great uncle that passed away. I kid you not. I didn't know who this man was. He looked like Flavor Flav. I ain't gonna make it up. And they said, that's your cousin Alan. Yo, man. All right. I was like, that's sad that I didn't know, but it's crazy that everybody and their mama pop up at funerals and we be like, who are you? Like,
and they expect you to know these people. Like, I used to babysit you when you were 2 years old. How the hell I remember that? I was 2, damn it. And they be so serious about that, too, for real.
Right. But... yeah, it's bad. Or they want to do us a lot. Why are you doing all this? Why? Right. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, I don't know why it causes the funerals cause a lot of separation. Then it becomes the war with I've known him more than you, or I know the person that passed. I was closer to them than you were. War with the family because everybody got a now. You got to tell your little stories or try to make it seem like you was closer to this person, so you should have access to their belongings, the cars and jewelries and stuff.
Okay, you might have known them, but how did you treat that person?
Right.
How did you treat them?
Right.
How did you give them the utmost respect? How you made sure they was okay? If they sick, did you get something for them to make them feel better? Like back to what I was saying. Like, you ain't checking up on them, you ain't calling them, going to see them, none of that. But you expected you the first thing smoking, you could get all the asses because you knew them. No, it don't work that way. And it's sad, but if that person if that person ain't seen them that much, but they made sure they was okay, they called, checked, whatever, send them a letter, send them a postcard, a birthday card, to make them feel better, that's who probably gonna get whatever they're gonna get from that person, you know?
Big facts.
I don't know. It's sad out here.
Yeah, it's real sad. It's real sad, real sad. So, do you feel like, well, first of all, let me ask you a question. What do you feel like the economy gonna look like within another 10 years?
I think everything's gonna go up.
Gas
it's gonna keep going up, but the cost of living, the wages ain't gonna go up too far
at all. At all.
The thing is, man, it seems like at the end of the day they're trying to get us to not think small anymore, but we gotta mentally do that. In captivity mentally at this point.
Right.
It's the sink or swim kind of thing.
Right. So. That's real. I mean, it's like they're trying to put us back in those times because, you know, I grew up around parents that worked 10, 12-hour shifts. Yeah. Like my stepdaddy worked at the prison. My mother was an RNA at nurse or RN. I'm sorry, RN. Right. So she used to be gone for half the day. Right. So it's like most of the time it'd be me and my siblings. Right. And it's like, you miss out on so much parenting. Because there's only so much parenting you can do if you at work 24/7.
Absolutely.
Do you know all the foolery I got into? What?
I couldn't do that because mine was working for the school system. Man. So when I got home, she got home too. I couldn't get in no trouble, but I still try to get in some trouble. So, yeah, and my aunt found out for some reason down the line still. But
you still.
And when I was out in the summer, she was out in the summer. So that's what.
You just couldn't do nothing. You had to do some James Bond planning just to get some play. Jesus.
But yeah, it is. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's real wild.
And it's like that today. Like I was doing swing shift. I couldn't be with my daughter the first 7-8 years.
You know what I'm saying? It's a recycle bin.
Right. Now I'm doing 12 on days, and I had to get her because her dad was a firefighter now. He just made it lieutenant. So now, but she's older now. But back then, he was an anesthesiologist tech. Then he became a firefighter. And this time, I got to get her because he got to work 24 hours or 48 hours. So we had a tag team that way because I was getting her to daycare, then getting her to school and stuff. Right. So.
Yeah, so like basically like that, that same kind of story. Like what else? Like
so much parenting you can do.
There's only so much parenting you can do. So like within that time, so the parenting the time that you're not parenting, now they getting their information from somewhere else. They either getting it from their friends. That's no good. Right. Well, I'm talking about back then, growing up, our time, we had our friends. Yeah. Our friends mostly got us in trouble, right? Right. But our friends, our imagination. Mm-hmm. Curiosity. Mm-hmm. We talked about stuff. Some of us had phones, some of us didn't. Right. That kind of showed whether your family had money or not. Right. The clothes, the shoes, the clothes, the shoes, and everything. You're like, damn. Compared to now, where it's like the days you're not parenting, they got the internet parenting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this stuff where you try to prevent them from seeing, it's all plastered everywhere to the point where they're gonna see it regardless of what. So, and it's like the internet have where they can have a simple cartoonist SpongeBob talking the nastiest. Did you see the new SpongeBob movie? He's in a G-string. He's in a G-string.
Did he had on thongs though in the other
Yeah,
ones too?
he had a
Tidy
thong,
whities, he had
yeah,
on thongs,
yeah.
but G-string?
He had a G-string in this one.
Oh my goodness. So
Him and Patrick Star. Patrick Star butt too big to have a G-string on.
I ain't see the new SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, man. Then he had Ice Spice promoting it. She shows up at the kids' award with her butt out. But it's Ice Spice, what you expect.
They look up the Ice Spice. They look
Right.
up the Cardi B. They
Right.
look up the Nicki Minaj back then, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, the internet
Yeah, yeah.
is the
Yeah.
new parenting, like you said.
It's a new parenting.
I see it. I see it. I see kids, their mom being their friends, the mom on the internet with them.
With them, right. With them. Yeah, that's facts. That is so facts.
And then what breaks my heart is the black men also not in the household.
Yeah.
Because they are the dominant, they are the man that holds the
But
foundation.
the crazy thing, they be online, but they don't be online in the house with the people.
Right.
They be online with their boys.
Yeah.
In the streets.
Yeah, that too. But
Yeah.
I know like how it was when the woman put the man out. You know, you need that man to be the provider, to hold the house down. But the boys being sissified now. They raised by their mamas.
Yeah.
You know? I ain't saying all mamas is raising them to be sissies, but again, you know, they don't have that manly figure.
That manly figure there.
Teach them to turn a wrench or cut the grass or something. You know?
That's true.
Teach them manly responsibilities. I see them
true.
crying in skinny jeans. I said, what are you doing? I see
Yeah.
them at work. I don't want to work. It's hot. I'm wearing.
It's hot.
I was like, who raised you?
Mama.
I see. It'd be crazy, man. They halfway working. I'm like, y'all are men. Some of them got kids, and they. I was like, yo, man.
Cause a lot of them can't. A lot of them have kids at a time where they can't even take care of themselves.
Right.
Cause you know, it don't. If we have to sit there and look at a chart on how much money it takes just for us to survive, you be amazed how much money you spend on yourself a year.
Yeah.
You be amazed.
Absolutely.
And then the more money you spend is how well you take care of your body. So you're gonna spend more money than the average person that's not kicking out that much money. Like LeBron James spent $1 million on his body.
Right.
You know, just to be in top shape. So we're not spending nowhere near that. So you know, just on our body. So we eat we drink a couple protein shakes and eat a couple salads, and we think we just
some creatine, gonna get a little stronger. Might lift up a weight or two.
Yeah, I'm lift up a weight or two. You know, trying to go to gym for like a good 2 weeks, and then when that, you know, it's time for that bill to come in. I
ain't signing for this.
Like, for real. The memberships be coming around left and right.
Right.
For real. Do you feel like, you know, I could also, I gotta also say, social media does play a good point to some people's lives because it did create a lot of millionaires, as far as young black millionaires.
Right.
A lot of young kids to be millionaires.
Absolutely.
Compared to us, like we didn't have those type of resources for us. Because that was the case, a lot of us took off way back then as kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us was more energetic, going out there wild, adventurous, ready to do whatever just to get lit, have fun.
Right.
So compared to now, it's like now you got to do more silly stuff. And you gotta do more shock factor value type things to get a reaction out of people now.
Right.
And like I was talking to Mimi in the last interview, I think a lot of people will regret a lot of actions and stuff they do online further down the road.
Oh yeah, I think they most likely will. They're gonna be like, what was I thinking? But it put money in your pocket, you know? It paid your bills, even though you did something stupid at the time, but it's on the internet now.
Yeah.
It's on there for life or until you can figure out how to get it off some kind of way.
You got to be careful too.
Yeah.
Because the internet can be your friend or your enemy.
Exactly.
I done seen people
use it against you.
I done seen people like take their life for being bullied.
Yeah.
Like this, that it can be a whole different life That internet, got to be careful with it.
Yeah, man.
So, why you think it's so hard for people to separate that internet from reality? Because a lot of people might look good on the internet, but reality they doing real bad.
Oh my goodness.
But it's hard to separate those two for them for some reason. Because attention is a hell of a drug for one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you feel that? It's hard to get people away from their phones.
I mean, because people constantly posting stuff. It look like they just constantly posting and they're glued to it.
Right.
Like you said, the attention is a hell of a drug, but maybe it's a coping mechanism in my perspective too. I believe that, they using that to escape
therapy,
from reality.
Yeah, they say therapy.
Right.
Right.
But when they get back to reality, they're gonna be like, dang, I gotta get back to it, But
Right.
again, they still gotta mentally want to get out of it or find a way to get out of it. But it seemed like also when it comes to nowadays with technology, shoot, some of the stuff you really can't get the help from them to get out of it, They want you stuck in that.
Stuck in there. Right, right. Especially they paying you for it too now. So
Right.
Right. So I appreciate you stopping by on the platform today. So
Yes.
before we get off on NewbieVet, how can they get in contact with you for bookings, for modeling and acting, and maybe a little crocheting?
Of course, on IG is Davida Smalls. On Facebook is Davida Smalls. TikTok, I don't know exactly. I know it's Davida Smalls, whatever little numbers.
Okay.
But yeah, also we got the IMDb credits too, so they can contact me on there, Davida Smalls. So yeah, that's all I can say and think of at this moment.
Any love you like to shout out?
Oh, shout out to my peoples in Philly.
Philly!
Of course, my village, my peoples and stuff. So, and
That's
God, to the Most High, always. That's
Most
the
high,
number
most
one.
def-
The
most
number
definitely.
one. So,
So since you from Philly, you listen to Meat Mill?
I listen to a little
Beanie
something,
Siegel,
something. Of course,
Freeway,
like I
and
listen
all
to
that.
Beans.
Okay, all right. You Philly all day then. Listen to Beans.
I've listened to a little bit of Cassidy. So
Okay. I was gonna say, all right.